What's up guys, it's the Couchmate here, bringing you another video. In today's video, we will be talking about all the information we have from official and unofficial sources about Warzone 2. A small disclaimer before we start. A lot of the information in this video comes from leaks and is therefore subject to change. I would also like to mention that at the time of making this video, Call of Duty Next is yet to happen, but I plan on making a video covering all of the new information we receive at COD Next. So when that video is out, I will link it in the description of this one. Anyway, let's get into today's video. To start off with, let's talk about when Warzone 2 will release, or potentially release. Officially, Warzone 2 has no release date yet, but unofficially, we have a few things to point us in a safe direction. The first reported release date we had came to us all the way back in January. This leak said that Warzone 2 was looking to release next year in 2023, much like the current iteration of Warzone launched in 2020, 4 to 5 months after Modern Warfare 2019 came out. This time frame for release made a lot of sense at the time. A couple of seasons on multiplayer and whatever the third mode for Modern Warfare 2 is. DMC! And then jump into Warzone just as the burnout is setting in for a lot of players. However, when the official reveal trailer for Modern Warfare 2 dropped, Infinity Ward also dropped a blog post. Part of that blog post said, "A new era for Call of Duty. Call of Duty is taking a generational leap forward, ushering in a new era, and it all begins with Modern Warfare 2, which leads the most ambitious rollout ever across the franchise. This state-of-the-art experience is set to reshape the famed series and appeal to Call of Duty players everywhere." Modern Warfare 2, the sequel to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, releases October 28th. The all-new Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 comes out later this year. An all-new mobile experience that will bring Call of Duty Warzone to players on the go is in development. One united engine across the franchise, beginning with Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. Ricochet Anti-Cheat will release on day 1 of Modern Warfare 2 and the new Warzone. Call of Duty is coming back to Steam on PC, starting with Modern Warfare 2, and there's more to come. Did you catch it? Bullet point number 2. The all-new Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 comes out later this year. Okay, well, that means that initial report was wrong. Well, it may have been right at the time, but as we now know, Warzone 2 launches this year. That narrows down the potential launch window, and in my opinion, I don't think they would launch Warzone 2 at the same time as Modern Warfare 2. That would more than likely take players away from buying Modern Warfare 2 to grind camos for Warzone 2. They would just play and grind in Warzone 2 instead. So that gives us November or December for a release date. And we may have an idea of the actual date it will release, November 16th. An internal Activision Blizzard document leaked a few weeks back, with dates for a few upcoming Activision Blizzard projects. Some World of Warcraft patches and DLC, Overwatch 2 stuff, Call of Duty Cortez, which is the internal development name for Modern Warfare 2, and then lastly, Warzone 2.0. Now obviously, take this leak with a pinch of salt. The document could be a fake, or the release date could change. These things are never set in stone, even after an official announcement. But this time frame does line up with the previous iterations, around Season 1 of the premium title. It gives the hardcore grinders 3 weeks to get the mastery camo, providing there's no bugs preventing it from unlocking. But it also gives the average players like me time to get a feel for the weapons and make an educated guess as to what guns will work and be great in Warzone 2. Now, let's talk about the map. As much as many of us want the map for Warzone 2 to be the triumphant return of Verdansk, it won't be. At least, not at first. Down the line, if Warzone 2 is struggling and the player base is dwindling, I can see them bringing back Verdansk to play on the nostalgia of OG players, bring them back to the game, but at launch, it will have a brand new map. According to a leak, this new map will be set in Colombia, and industry insider Tom Henderson said back in May that the new map would feature classic multiplayer maps from the original Modern Warfare 2 in 2009. Maps such as High Rise and Terminal. There was also a drawing of the map that revealed 18 points of interest, these being Oasis, War-Torn, Oilfield, Modern City, Quarry, Hydro Station, Caves, Marshes, Harbour, Syrah, Observatory, Mountain Town, Old Town, Graveyard, Fish Town, Airport, Shipwreck, and Fort. We can guess that if High Rise was to appear on this map, it would be in the Modern City POI, and Terminal would be at Airport. We can also speculate that Quarry could be the Modern Warfare 2 map of the same name. Looking at this map drawing, it features a lot of water at the bottom of the map, as well as a river running through it. So it's likely that swimming mechanics from campaign will feature in Warzone 2 as well. Maybe even some boats or amphibious vehicles. I think this inclusion of water combat would be a welcome addition, and one that would change things up nicely. Now, let's talk about some gameplay changes, starting with the big one, loadouts. So, loadouts to me are what made Warzone. It's a unique feature that sets Warzone apart from other Battle Royale games. The ability to pre-build weapons to fit how you play, make sure you have the advantage in that situation. It makes Warzone accessible to so many people, and takes away some of the randomness that the Battle Royale genre is known for, which I feel is part of what made the game explode the way that it did. It appears that while loadouts aren't going anywhere, they will be changing. At least the way you acquire them will be, drastically. According to a leak from a few months back, instead of waiting for a free loadout to drop, or stacking up cash to buy one, you will have to earn it. The leak says that you will have to find a stronghold on the map. This location will be guarded by AI combatants that you will have to fight to earn your loadout. That same leak also said that the way you loot up will be different as well. Instead of being able to carry full ammo from all guns and a gas mask, you may be limited in carrying space, as the leak says we will be getting a bag inventory system like other Battle Royale games. In conjunction with this, it says that you won't be able to use armor plates until you have looted a satchel from the ground. I myself am not a fan of these changes, if they are legit. I feel it would turn off plenty of players, decreasing the player base and extending queue times between games, whilst also making the remaining players a more hardcore audience, leading to an extra try-hard game, turning new players from the game. But we will just have to wait and see how they handle it. Another potential gameplay change comes in the form of how vehicles and vehicular combat will work. A recent gameplay leak shows new mechanics for vehicles such as jumping from car to car, climbing on vehicle rooftops, carjacking, and leaning out of the windows to shoot, even as the driver. It has also been mentioned that you will be able to make repairs to damaged vehicles and even refuel them at gas stations, which means vehicles now have fuel gauges. These changes sound like good ones to me. Being able to more accurately take out people in other vehicles, and the fact that vehicles run out of fuel means it will be much harder for people to spend most, if not all, of the game in a vehicle. Finally, let's talk about where you will be able to play Warzone 2. Well, as far as I know, it will be available on the same platforms as Modern Warfare 2, which whilst it is built for next-gen hardware, although at this point I should say current-gen, Modern Warfare 2 will be available on last-gen consoles as well. So I expect Warzone 2 will be available on those same platforms, especially considering they are both built on the same engine. Oh, as a bonus piece of information, a recent leak said Modern Warfare 2 will be getting an FOV slider on all platforms, so it is possible that Warzone 2 will get one as well. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Let me know in the comments if you guys are looking forward to Warzone 2. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and ding that notification bell to stay up to date. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Laters.